Oh no! A disclaimer! What are we gonna do?
The following video contains 3 people rambling for approximately 50 minutes. Please keep in mind that this may contain stupidity and opinions that you might not agree with. Therefore, under section We're People with Actual Thought Processes and Opinions, all content in this video will be encapsulated by a giant red wavy line and our logos on the top, because apparently ZeronXepher is too freaking lazy to render 2 more. Fuck you, ZeronXepher! I'm just kidding, man. I love you, buddy. But anyway, for the rest out there listening, enjoy. But not too much, because that's really creepy.
Hello everybody, this is ZeronXepher, and welcome to the second DX podcast. And we also have...
Hey everyone, this is SpeedRacerFlubber! You might know me from my videos or that other conversation that me and...
I still don't know who you are.
God damn it, Rob. Do you have amnesia or something?
Yes.
Okay, but we have a very special guest, right?
Yep. And your name is?
I am JShi, or BokuwaJshi on YouTube.
Cool. What do you do?
I used to do reviews. Reviews are kind of on a delay, so I've been doing a bunch of rants recently, which is, I guess, how these guys found me out.
Yeah, your rants just caught our attention mainly because of the very intelligent arguments that you've made regarding some of the stuff that fans have been saying for years and years and years. And I think ZeronXepher could elaborate on that.
Well, you know, it's just I found your videos because you've emailed me a couple times and it was like, oh, can you check out some of my videos and stuff? And I was like, okay, this is pretty cool. And so you made these rant videos that just, you know, struck my...
It struck our heartstrings.
Yeah, it struck our heartstrings. Like it meant a lot. Mm-hmm. It meant a lot to me and to Speed Racer.
Yes.
Aww.
Yes.
So it's just the stuff that you said with the whole purism and why toys are coming over and you know, fans need to stop doing this and that. So it's
like they're like you basically deconstruct all these straw man arguments that most fans like to dish out.
Yeah.
And we agree with your opinions, and we were both like, you know what? We need this guy on here the next time we do this. And the rest is history.
And here you are.
Yep.
Oh, well, thanks, guys. I'm really glad to be here.
Great. It's just that I want your words to be heard with all of our fans and a lot of the people in the Toku community, whoever is listening to this. Oh yeah,
so absolutely. It's just like your opinions need to just be out there, and they need to reach more people. So
if you guys, whoever's listening in, make sure to check out in the descriptions where you can find these videos, and tell us what you think in the comments. That will help us out quite a bit.
Yeah, it would.
Oh yes, because we love comments, right, Rob?
Yes.
Wait.
We love.
Do you like comments?
Ha ha ha! I see what you did there. Ha ha!
Comments. That's actually in one of your videos.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Once they see that, they'll understand. So anyways, what is our first topic, SpeedRacerFlubber?
Let's see. Our first topic is... Oh boy, let's talk about... I think should we start off with Megaforce? You want to do that?
Let's start with Megaforce.
Oh yeah!
More phenomenal. No.
Well,
what?
Megaforce is pretty mega. It's not really more phenomenal. That's more of...
Mega-nomical?
Maybe. That can be a new term. Why not?
Okay, we'll add it to the bucket list. Okay, so let's start out with what do you guys think about Megaforce, since there's 5 episodes out right now. So let's start with SpeedRacerFlubber.
Yes. Okay. In general, Megaforce is pretty decent, considering like a decent adaptation, considering it's not a direct translation from Ghost Sager. But then again, the show still has some flaws. I still take issue with the pacing. There's more morphed stuff. There's more, like... Okay, I don't know how to word this. There's more morphed stuff than unmorphed stuff, especially in the first 4 episodes. Episode 5, however, it's more of a balance between morphed and unmorphed, but I have a feeling that the inconsistent pacing is what's going to hurt this show. But there are some really good character moments that make up for it, like Jake and Gia, Jake and Noah, and yeah, those great character moments. And another
You gotta believe, right? You gotta believe.
you gotta believe in yourself.
I can do anything.
It's just like what makes this show for me is the interactions between Jake, Noah, and Gia, and sometimes Emma. Troy, he's a cardboard box. Let's that dreams about Gokaiger footage. Like that's all we know about him. It's like, yay, I have these weird dreams, and I kick water bottles because I hate them.
Yeah, first episode we get them, and episode whatever he kicks those things and teaches the other rangers how to kick water bottles.
Yes,
I guess. 'Cause that's important, right? Kicking water bottles.
You gotta kick water bottles because water bottles killed Troy's family.
Oh, wait. It has to be blindfolded.
And he came out to seek revenge. That's
Yeah, you have to be blindfolded in order to do that. So JC, what do you think? What are your thoughts?
So far, I actually do like it, except for really Troy. I mean, his acting is a little stale, probably more stale than last month's bread, but...
I'm really flying a dragon!
Oh, God. But overall, I really like the show itself, even though there is some kind of like flaws and with them jumping around with footage.
But you did watch Ghost Ager, right?
Oh yeah, I watched all of it.
So you know more about some of the episodes, and
yeah,
I didn't watch Ghost Ager, so I'm not going to suffer through that. But I do respect your opinions of you liking Ghost Ager.
Same with you.
God, it sucks. Ugh. Just kidding.
Yay!
But the show itself is I found it like very entertaining. Just it's something I'm actually interested in watching. Like with Samurai, I kind of just wanted to watch it to like force. I don't mean to like diss the show completely, but I just kind of had to like force myself to watch it if I wanted to watch it.
It's like I think what you're trying to say is like watching Samurai is almost like a chore, while Megaforce is actually watchable. So,
yeah, I actually kind of like look forward to it.
I mean, assuming we all watch Shinkenger, right?
Yeah,
I watched most of it. Yeah,
so it's almost like watching the same thing but a toned down version, in my opinion.
And that's kind of boring sometimes because, like, oh my god, it's the same show again. Like, why am I watching this? I want something different.
But honestly, the only reason why I watched part of Samurai was for the extra footage that they, like the Mega Mode and the Shogun, the final episode. Like, whoa,
that was pretty cool.
Yeah, that was probably pretty cool. I mean, speaking of, original footage is not bad, people.
Yeah,
not at all.
It's like it's just
adaptation is such a crime, right?
Yeah, totally. Good. It's like, yo, you gotta keep the original footage intact. You can't cut that. Nope. But seriously though, like the original footage has just shows how much production quality this show has, at least in presentation, which was one of the high points in Samurai also because of the red camera. It just looks so beautiful and crisp on screen.
Yep.
Yeah.
I'm glad they got the same camera. That's expensive stuff right there.
Exactly.
Really quickly, because we were kind of branching to that topic, I'm just going to say some of my thoughts before we go on to the cheesiness and
let's do that.
The stuff that the stuff that the kind of nitpicky stuff that people have been picking on Megaforce.
Yeah.
So just like you both, I think Megaforce is really enjoying to watch because it reminds me a lot of my childhood.
Yeah.
Of watching Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. Is just like they teach you a lesson. Like I think it was episode 3. They were like, if you put your mind into it, if you believe in yourself, that you can achieve anything.
Yeah.
Just like the guy that wants to become Super Saiyan 3. He put his mind to it. And
oh god.
Oh my god. Speaking of though, unlike Samurai, the morals are not really that forced in this show. There's actually context in the episode that leads up to those morals at the end. Whereas in Samurai, it's like stuff happens, but hey, let's just throw in a moral there because
oh yay,
like that episode when Jaden has his day off. It's like, oh my god, I need to work so hard to get this disc, and then at the end they just throw in a moral about you gotta learn how to take a break, even though that contradicts the entire episode. So
yeah.
So like I said, it's very Mighty Morphin Power Ranger esque. It just has a place in my heart because that's what I grew up with, and just like everyone else apparently. Oh my god, Mighty Morphin Power Ranger is the best Power Ranger ever in existence.
Yo, Jason David Frank is the best Ranger.
Is he?
No, not really.
There's 5 of them.
Yeah, that was true.
Was it 5?
I mean, Zordon could have been a Ranger. He could have been AKA Red. Right?
He is AKA Red. What are you talking about? I gotta learn. You gotta get your facts straight, man.
No, we're not fact checking in here.
Okay.
So anyways, it's just I mean, there are a couple parts. You know, I've been following Twitter and what people have to say about each episode. I'm just like, holy crap, are you serious? Like, oh my god, it has this. Oh my god, Tenso Sentai Goseiger. Oh my god, Japanese words. So I think that's the perfect opportunity to switch on to the next topic.
Yeah, the next topic. Oh my god, Saban so lazy. Actually, they're not. Okay, because there's this thing where, like, when the first morph footage of the morph sequence came out, like the cards are clearly the same props from Goseiger. It says Gosei red, Gosei blue, black, pink, whatever. It says Tenso Sentai Goseiger on there. And people are like, oh my god, Saban is so lazy to not to pay VFX artists to fix that. But again, VFX artists, you gotta pay money for that. And I think most people fail to realize that there's this thing in television called budget. And budget,
people don't understand budgeting.
God,
it's like,
no, they don't.
but yeah, the thing is, when it comes to a budget, you gotta know where to spend your money and to spend that money on the most important things. The prop cards are not the most important things on the show. I mean, just leave them as is. There's a bunch of more money you could spend on something more important. Like,
I mean, with the whole argument about the cards saying Gosei red, it makes sense. Their
like,
leader or mentor is Gosei.
Exactly. They call him Gosei for a reason, so they don't have to change the names on the cards. It makes absolute sense.
Something just makes me think, like, the budget that would have been used to change the cards was used to make the gigantic morph for the... Oh, God.
Oh, God.
The big talking tiki head that Jake likes to say.
Freaky tiki.
I'm glad that he made that reference, because when most of us watched Goseiger, we were like, God, that's a fucking tiki head.
Yeah.
That's what I thought.
You look like something on my dad's Hawaiian shirts.
Exactly.
That's another thing I like about Megaforce, self-referencing humor.
Yeah.
Ray.
Gosei didn't even say a word about it. He was like, shut up, Jake.
Oh, I have a quick question, and I want to know if either of you caught on to it, because I know you didn't really watch it, but on Goseiger, or they're just making like a reference when in the first episode they're asking who's going to live the longest, and I think, Emma says insects.
Oh yeah, and that's because
the War Star insects, and then the machine, I forgot what they were called.
But then Noah's like, wrong, it's robots, and then, the second faction of Goseiger, you know what they are. So.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Very subtle. Very subtle.
I was actually rewatching the first episode. I was like, I know why she said that now. You know?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. That's.
It's like that's called good writing, because they actually set stuff up in the very, very beginning. So
it makes me wonder how many people caught on to that.
Mm-hmm.
I had to watch
I haven't read anything
times.
about that on Twitter or anything. Most of the things I've been reading are people complaining about the cards or Ernie's juice bar being now a brain freeze and no Balkan skull.
That's another gripe I have about Megaforce is they're not using Ernie's enough at this point. I don't know if they're going to be using it more later, but yeah, they need to use Ernie more and that professor guy.
Oh yeah.
Hopefully.
Well,
but it's going to be like 20 episodes or something like that, and they're going to go to like super Megaforce.
Super duper Megaforce. Oh yeah.
Mega no.
Omega Megaforce.
Ultimate Megaforce, like.
Ultimate Megaforce Extreme with Kamen Rider Double.
Wait, what?
Exactly, I don't know.
Exactly, I don't know. But
what was the topic again?
We were talking about how people think that Saban's lazy for leaving the cards alone.
Oh god.
And just the general complaints and bitching about this apparently atrocity.
It's not.
And I posted on my Facebook page, and people are like, he's so lazy.
Yo,
oh my god.
Yo, the use of the Japanese cards, even though there's English on them and indistinguishable characters that are obviously not Japanese.
Oh god.
Oh, and they didn't notice that they took the wings out and this and that. And,
yeah.
We kind of went to that topic about religion and how they took out the wings.
Yeah. It's funny because Goseiger wasn't really religious. That's actually a misconception. Yeah. Because they're actually just superpowered heroes that with
angel power.
Exactly. They're not.
Yeah.
They're not like, oh my God, Jesus, Mary, Joseph, and all the angels and Christian stuff. But yeah, we need to use this to segue into our next topic, which is about like, oh my God, Power Rangers. Why are you doing this? Why are you cutting out the Sentai and making it cheesier?
So I heard, JC, you had a topic about cheesiness.
Enlighten us about that.
Please tell us your wonderful story.
No, I'm an idiot who gets into these common arguments, especially on these subjects, because it just like infuriates me to see ignorance being spread. There's this one guy who basically was told that, you know, Sentai can be just as cheesy as Power Rangers, which is totally true. And the guy just completely refuses to say that Sentai can be cheesy at all. And then I named series like GoOnger and then Abo Ranger and then Kyoryuger now, and I'm like, well, they're pretty cheesy. And he's like, no, those are just upbeat. I'm just like,
those are Sentai, man. They're Japanese. That doesn't mean they're cheesy, right?
they can't be cheesy because they're from the Japan.
Yeah.
Okay, most of these
Japans can't be cheesy.
Yeah.
Oh my
I'm
God,
so tired
like,
of,
most
sorry,
like the crux of their arguments are most likely like, oh my God, they got blood, they got death. That automatically makes it more dark and mature. No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't. Like, seriously, when your character's last names form the word ecology, that's just as bad of a pun as it is in Power Rangers. So, I mean, the argument of Sentai being cheesy as Power Rangers is very legitimate and it's very true. So yeah,
I don't mean
cheesy enough for every single anime to make fun of it.
I don't mean to like. I don't like using quote-unquote derogatory terms, but don't you feel like that kind of bias is that cultural amazement, like weeabooism almost?
It almost feels that way. It's like,
yeah.
I don't understand why people are so dogmatic towards Super Sentai and just don't have an open mind towards adaptations. It just confuses the hell out of me. And sometimes when people post ignorant comments, I just laugh at it because it's just dumb.
I mean, this is in the line of purism, which is a topic that JC has talked about before.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
And I've seen some of the comments he posted on these whatever sources, and it just absolutely makes me laugh and angry at the same time. It's like, you know, the action trading card game has the names of the Rangers, or at least their colors, like Wild Force, you know, red or whatever. And then this guy just fails to recognize that these are the American cards. They're not Daiso.
Yeah.
So he's like, oh, I got the Gao Ranger card, the Shinkenger card, the Dai Ranger card, the Zhu Ranger card.
That's funny, because that reminds me of something. guys. Okay. If you go on the Power Rangers Facebook page, and whenever they post a pic, whenever like the intern bots on the Saban webpage, when they post a picture of a Power Ranger on the Facebook Power Rangers group, you see comments like, "Oh my God, that's Gao Ranger. Oh my God, that's Magi Ranger. Oh my God, that's Boken Red." It's like this competition about identifying the Sentai versions of those teams when they're clearly the Power Rangers versions.
Apparently, it makes you cooler to know the Japanese versions.
Does it?
The thing is,
it makes you so cool, right?
People want to feel superior, so they end up just calling it by the original names and be like, haha, I'm smarter than you. Haha.
Ha, ha, I know the Japanese version, therefore I'm better than you. Ha, you think you're so good?
You know, it's really sad that people actually believe that.
God.
You haven't even watched the original Sentai.
Yo, when people make fun of Power Rangers on YouTube, they're like, yo, you should check out the original version. It's more violent and dark. No, it's just as weird and crazy. Like, there's no way around it.
In a Common Rider video, oh my God, it's just like Power Rangers.
You know, everybody knows that GoOnger was way serious, like RPM, right?
Totally.
Right?
Yeah, exactly.
No.
So totally.
No,
totally.
Yo, it's not like the Red Ranger died in RPM. Oh,
dying in a kid's show?
Didn't that happen in Lost Galaxy too?
It's like, oh my God, do kids shows have blood and death? Actually, yes, they do. Sesame Street dealt with the death of Mr. Hooper, and then the Powerpuff Girls kick people in the faces and blood comes out. Oh
and
my
they
god!
had Bunny. Remember Bunny?
That still doesn't change the fact that they're kid shows. That they show blood and death, even if they show blood and death.
But blood and death makes the show better.
Not really. Have you seen horror movies? That's lots of blood and death. And they're all crap. So, yeah.
Plus, a lot of them like rely
You're making
on the blood
fun of me.
for like the shock the shock factor.
It's just cultural differences.
Yeah,
That's the reason
It's just
why.
something we really can't have some of those stuff over here in America. It's just moms are not going to like that. We
Exactly.
kind of went over that in the first podcast.
Yeah, exactly.
We can't really have that kind of tone here in the States.
Even then, like, writers can find subtle ways to imply that darker stuff is happening.
yeah.
Like, consider take Masked Rider for instance. Everyone hates that show for some reason. I love that show. And
Just Furbus.
what that show implies is that Count Dragon is this absolutely evil menace that took over an entire planet and enslaved all these people, the entire Edenoi population, and it's just down to its barest resources. And it's something like that. It's just dark, but it doesn't really have to show that it's dark through violence and all that stuff. It can just imply some dark elements.
Yeah,
If that makes any sense.
yeah,
definitely.
It does. Actually, what's something interesting going on a very similar topic with Power Rangers is Kamen Rider is my friend Decade actually was reading the mangas, I believe they were, of some of the equivalent versions of it was either mangas or novels of the Kamen Riders stuff, and I heard they were like brutal, like super serial.
I read the black one. That was super serial. Kamen Rider
Like
Black manga.
over the TV show, like it was brutal. I've yet to read them, but that's just the kind of thing. Like, what if those versions were adapted into a TV format to have more brutal or more gruesome take on the show?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What about what was that one that was way meant for adults and it didn't really do well? Was it like
Shin.
Shin? Yeah, Shin.
Oh my
man.
god,
That
I
one-
can't watch Shin.
The one where he like rips the guy's head off and the spinal cord and whatever comes out.
Yeah,
It's like Mortal Kombat.
dude, the way he transformed is oh my.
It's
god.
funny because I read the Kamen Rider Black manga. He transforms the exact same way. He doesn't use a belt. He just mutates into a grasshopper dude, and I'm like, okay,
Jesus.
yay! You just fight a crocodile and you just punch you punch his heart out. Yay! I don't know. I mean, the thing is, it's like
eats it.
violence doesn't really.
Just to make a better story.
Yeah.
Starfish
That-
Hitler
yeah.
does.
Yeah, Starfish Hitler does. Yes, absolutely.
It's like
But-
you can have a wonderful story without like showing people's heads getting cut off or somebody getting stabbed or blood squirting out of somebody's body like you're from Bleach or something.
All right,
All
now
right.
we're going to be talking about toys.
Because
So
yeah, we're totally adults here.
Oh God, ever since we recorded that first podcast, and it was actually before I bought the toys, and then my birthday hit.
Yeah.
Guess what happens?
What happened?
Guess what happens?
What happened?
Okay.
Enlighten
so
us.
I go to Target because I don't think Toys R Us is the right store to buy toys.
you know those jacked up prices, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
So on my birthday, I go to Toys R Us, and I'm like, okay, wow, look, it's the Robo Megazord. I was like, well, if I want to get this, I gotta get his feats. So okay, I go back to my girlfriend's place and I put it together. I'm like, wow, this is amazing. But guess what? I went back and bought the rest.
You just bought every single thing.
I brought every single toy that Megaforce had to offer.
You know what,
Just like,
Rob? That's called giving in to consumerism.
Yeah,
Aw,
exactly.
yeah.
And it's a good
Aw,
thing.
yeah.
And I'm actually really happy. Like I sat down. I'm just like, I'm turning 23, or I'm now 23, and I still feel like a child. And I'm putting these toys together, and it just feels great.
The thing is, though, you spent that money and you felt like you got your bang for your buck.
Yeah.
It was a mega good deal.
Yes, it was. It was totally mega.
It's just like, because I knew back in, 1993 to 1995 and stuff, all these kids got these Power Ranger toys. My dad wouldn't buy me one. And it's just the fact that I could buy my own now and enjoy it like I was, 5. It's still fun to play with.
Absolutely.
I have a lot of pride showing that I still play with toys.
Yeah.
I mean, there's nothing wrong. It's just something that you love, and nobody can stop you for that.
Of course, someone's going to stop me. God, that would ruin my day.
The only person that could stop anyone is AKA Red Ranger. We all know that.
No, Leodros. He's the next best Ranger. So what do you guys think about some of the toys that are out for Megaforce?
Jess has a very good stance on the localization of American toys, which was a topic that we talked about last time.
It's just
you can go ahead and put your input.
Just go right ahead, man.
Just to fill people in of what you said.
Well, basically, and I mean, shameless plug-in. You can see it in my video, but for the most part, I think Bandai of America, compared to the Samurai toy line, especially in like show accuracy and stuff, they've done a really good step up from what they were putting out before, and I think this toy line's really solid, maybe outside of like the Robomorpher. But
God, the Robomorpher.
Yeah, that's like the only one that's completely terrible. There's one button, doesn't do anything.
I got it for $5 at Target at the clearance department.
Actually, you know what? That's actually what it's really supposed to be.
It's an oversized McDonald's toy.
Yeah,
$5.
I mean, like,
so that's a good price.
I mean, anything else?
Unless
Jess?
you want to go to Toys R Us and buy for $20.
No. But yeah, anything else, Jess?
I know I've also noticed because Ghost Ager, outside of like mechs and roleplay, didn't really put out too much outside of I think like the soft vinyl figures. And Bandai of America is giving us like, I don't know, like the 4-inch line. We didn't really get any SH Figuarts or really any posable figures for Ghost Ager, so they're up there.
Besides Ghost Knight.
Yeah, besides Ghost Knight. And then they have the, I actually bought one, I think it's either the 10-inch or the 8-inch posable ones, and those have like, they're only like $20, and then outside of like them being on steroids, they're actually really solid figures.
Oh yeah, I have, it's those armored ones, right?
Yeah, armored Ultra Mode ones.
I have that one. Very, very nice articulation for a $20 figure.
Yeah, plus it... Oh, go on.
I mean, aside from, they're on steroids, that's been a Power Ranger staple for years now.
Oh, yeah.
And, I mean...
Beefiness. I wanted to buy the Red Ranger, Mighty Morphin Red, and I was just like, Jesus.
Like, he's roided up, just like Jason. So, it makes sense.
I was just like, wow, this thing's atrocious.
But the thing is, like, I had Time Force toys when I was, I think it was like 10 or something, and they're all ripped up for some reason. Like, why? I don't get it. They're not this ripped on the show, and seeing the Armored Rangers now, it's just a form of nostalgia. Yeah. So, hey, why not? I don't mind the steroids at all.
But I do.
Okay.
I want my SH Figuarts Triano Ranger and Doragon Ranger.
Tyranno Ranger. Oh, yeah.
Oh, God.
But the thing is, like, there's people that, oh, Bandai doesn't care about us. Actually, they do. Yeah. There's a reason why they have this toy line. That's the reason why they have anniversary toy lines that most companies wouldn't bother to do.
I wonder, you mean like the Legacy Morpher?
Oh, yes, like the Legacy Morpher. They obviously care because that is the holy grail of Power Rangers toys.
Well, obviously they don't care because I can't get one.
Oh, it sucks for you because, the adult collector market is a niche market. That's what most people fail to understand is like we make up a very small population in the Power Rangers demographic, and I wouldn't be surprised if this was a limited release. I don't know if it is because as of this recording, it's not officially out yet.
Can you believe that there are actually people who complained about it just because it didn't say Jew Ranger on it?
That's dumb. That's dumb. Do you see Kyoryu Sentai Jew Ranger in the morph sequence in MMPR? No.
Nope.
No, this goes back to the topic of purism.
Yeah.
Exactly.
It's stupid. I mean, that'll be cool if they give you the option, but it's a 20 anniversary item.
Yeah.
It's a show. It's a morpher that's close to show accurate as a Morpher could be, and it's die-cast metal.
Yeah.
For crying out loud.
So you know, if you throw it at somebody, it'll be pretty legit.
It's everything that you've ever wanted out of a Dino
Yeah.
Buckler toy.
It's since 1993. This was your wet dream. I'm
Exactly.
pretty sure. I'm pretty sure. If this was not your wet dream, then you have problems.
Speaking of, let's talk about application stuff. Like, okay,
Oh, okay. I thought you were going to talk about wet dreams.
not wet
You
dreams. God damn it.
just want to like divert the topic this way. I'm speaking the truth. You know I'm right.
You're right.
Just blue
Anyway.
I'm gonna stop.
Oh man. Anyway, thing here is like when people talk about paint applications or sticker applications, you can do that yourself.
Yeah.
Like, oh my God, Bandai leaves out like all the chrome. Bandai leaves out all the missing paint. You can fill that in yourself.
There's only one person in the world I know that likes the chrome. Jess knows who that is.
Yep.
I don't. Again, I don't get what chrome does.
Bandai
It's not-
Chrome. It's the most beautiful thing in the world.
Well, not really.
Yeah, exactly.
Especially when you see scratches on it. Nope, not a pretty sight.
Yeah.
Not a pretty sight, and it's also the Megazords don't have chrome on the show. So
That's true.
yeah, but yeah, you like if you really want those details, just paint them on yourself.
Yeah,
like
exactly.
if you want your Morpher to say Zoo Ranger on it, just make stickers, put them on. It's like
Sharpie it.
Exactly.
yo, imagine that.
Dude, imagine how many butt hurts you just like scribble a bunch of shit on it. And just post it online like, hey guys, like my Zoo Ranger Morpher.
Yo, check out my custom. It's full of quality.
Okay.
Wait, did I just say Zoo Ranger Morpher? Someone's gonna slap me in the face for that.
Uh-oh.
Yo, you can't. It's not a
Uh-oh.
Morpher. It's a Dino Buckler. Get your facts straight.
Because that's totally what we called it when we were kids, right?
Totally.
But yeah, I could see that with some of the toys. I was kind of disappointed with the Megaforce. Like, oh yeah, it doesn't have the paint, but I was like, okay, whatever. It's durable, right? And the fact that I can mix it up with Samurai Megazord and the Mighty Morphin 10 Zord, the options are endless. What you can make.
You know, I
You've
would
seen some of them. They're pretty funny.
exactly. I mean, it just adds a lot of playability and just makes it an overall funner experience. If funner is actually a word,
I was
but
going to say, funner's not a word.
exactly, it's not a word. But hey, but for the sake of getting my point across, it works, right? Haha.
Ha!
What I don't want to see is like the hypocritical people who are going to be like, or who I've seen saying that just, oh, I would rather get the Japanese quality toy because part swapping isn't that big of a deal. And now that like there's crap, what's it called, KyoryuJer out?
Yeah.
And like the whole big thing for the mech is basically switching arms.
Yeah.
I just don't want to see people be like, oh wow, that's so innovative. Nobody's ever thought of
That's
that.
not innovative because Bandai of America and Zord Builder that exists. So yeah.
So you could change out arms to a scorpion that was never in the actual show?
Okay. Are we gonna go there?
But why not? Even then, it's like
It's just a
okay,
remold of the Clawzord.
Oh,
even then, I would argue that hey, at least it's something unique you can bring in the table. That's not something you see in Shinkenger. That's something new. Why not?
that's true.
Oh, was the Shogun Buckle ever in Shink? Oh god, please stop.
Yo, those disc cycles, which are actually pretty cool.
Yeah, they are pretty cool.
I love disc cycles.
Or the other ones with the blades on it? That was pretty
Ew,
badass.
Yeah,
Why did they ever put that in the show? That was badass. Then they would be like Kamen Rider and they would actually use their bikes, right?
It's
Yeah.
funny because PR has been using bikes for years.
Kamen Riders barely use their bikes to do anything. Besides Kuga, who beats people in the face with his bike.
Oh man.
Hey, how would you like a punch in the face? It's just a big ass wheel mark on your face.
No. It's like, yo, I'm gonna
man.
mess you up.
Well, going back to the steroid thing, I actually kind of remember fondly In Space, which is like everybody's favorite season, with Leodros, when they did
Yes.
the first when they did the first Battleizer. That was actually, I think, they did an original suit outside the helmet, and it was like totally buff.
It was, yes. That the very first in-show battleizer had the roids
injected in them. You know, I don't mind the battleizers. They're really cool. I'm hoping to see in Megaforce what they can do.
Oh yeah.
Something outside Ultra mode.
Yeah, something besides their, you know, trying to hug each other battle armor of doom, which I thought was, you know, with their sword with a gumball machine on it.
Oh.
You know what I'm talking about?
Oh.
Yeah.
Hey, Tom Servo staff for those Mystery Science Theater 3,000 people out there. That's Tom Servo staff.
I don't see that being a battleizer per se.
It's more of a team power-up than a battleizer.
Yeah, it's just like I'm waiting to see them make a new toy that's just like the Samurai Mega Blade and the Shogun Buckle. Yeah. An original toy that was never in the Japanese version, which has qualities of a Japanese toy, but also enjoying to play with.
Oh yeah.
Exactly.
Like,
yeah,
you know,
absolutely.
Samurai Mega Blade is the longest sword in the Toku toy line.
Yes, exactly. And if I recall correctly, that toy was actually used as a prop Mega Blade in the show.
I believe it.
There you go.
I can see the sword's actually rather short. When you see the Shogun Shogun Red, or you know Super Samurai Red in Shogun mode, use the sword. It's actually rather short. It's not like a really long sword.
Yeah.
I was comparing it to the size of my actual sword, and it's about, you know, three-fourths the size of an actual sword.
Oh wow! Yeah. I didn't know that. Now I know, and knowing is half the battle.
So it's pretty close. The handle was about the same size as the handle of a real sword.
Yeah.
But the length of the sword is not.
I guess they modified the tip.
Yeah.
So.
It's obviously a lot bigger in the show.
Exactly.
This is a given fact about toys.
But then again, it's like sometimes there's some people that complain about the roleplay weapons. They're not as big enough to fit an adult hand. Well, it's not meant for you.
Yeah, exactly.
It's meant for 5-year-olds.
Like the Agito
and
belt,
8-year-olds.
for example, or the Shogun Buckle is relatively good size, in my opinion. Legacy Morpher is pretty fucking big.
Oh yeah, dude. It really is.
So, I mean, it comes with a belt buckle, so you can wear it like, you know, total hipster or so.
You can wear it in public.
Like, yeah, I'm Mighty Morphin Red Ranger Ranger.
No, I am the Orange Ranger, original character, do not steal.
Is he borderline?
Borderline Orange Ranger.
Borderline Orange Ranger. Oh god, we're gonna get shot for this.
Oh man.
Oh well, YOLO, right?
Hashtag YOLO swag.
YOLO.
You have permission to kill all of us.
You gotta, it's YOMO now. You only morph once. Oh yeah.
That's
one shot morph? One shot morph? Okay, got it.
How about Homo? He only morphs once.
Wow. He only morphs once.
Oh man, this is priceless.
Oh god, we're gonna add that to like the caption or something. We're just gonna like, Homo. He only morphs once. So you guys have any? Yeah, you guys have any final words?
As in like this whole topic?
Yeah, just this whole topic.
Power Rangers is not that bad. Keep an open mind and stay awesome.
Yeah,
that's all I can say.
Definitely. Don't be super ignorant. Don't be self-righteous. And if somebody else likes something, then kind of leave them to it. You don't have to watch it if you don't really like it.
Also, there's also this thing where fans are like, you know what? We're like, one person posts a video and is like, he has an opinion on it, and then everybody follows suit to his opinion without actually watching the series and evaluating it on their own and forming their own opinion by themselves. And I guess one thing that we can take away from this is to basically think for yourself and not rely on somebody else's opinion.
Oh, I know exactly who you're talking about.
Me too.
Yeah.
It starts with an L, ends with an A.
Yeah.
I think I can link the clues.
Yeah, it's just, you know, honestly, I did like watching his videos. It's just, after he releases each of those, you start to see an influx of people's opinions changing.
Yeah.
So, like, from the start, I knew how badass Carter Grayson was. I didn't need this guy to enforce the fact that this guy is, that everyone's like, oh yeah, he's the best ranger. It's like, no, you don't know Leo Dross. You don't know the best ranger. But it's just like, after those videos, people's opinions start changing. How about you just watch a series by yourself and formulate your own opinions?
Exactly.
Because, when I was watching KyoRuger, I didn't read any Twitter posts. I didn't read anyone's opinions, and I enjoy it. I think that's probably one reason why I did not like Ghost Sager, is because so many people were bashing on it that it changed my opinion of the series. Same thing with Go Busters. People were like, it's bad, it's good, it's bad, it's good, it's bad, it's good. What is it? So it doesn't really give me the time to develop my own opinions about the series. So I just entirely scrapped the series because people wouldn't shut up. That's why I don't like Go Busters. Because he's like, you need to watch it. ZeronXepher, you need to watch Go Busters because it's the best Sentai ever. I'm like, stop it.
It's like, it's less about the show and more about the following. That's
about the experience. Let me watch it. Just let me watch it.
This is valid. This is valid for any show. Consider the My Little Pony fandom. Yo, you gotta watch My Little Pony. It's the best show. That's what draws people away from the show, because you're just annoying as fuck.
Exactly.
And you're like, yo,
exactly.
You gotta watch fucking ponies. I'm like, no, fuck this shit. I don't want this show getting shoved down my throat. God damn, what the hell's wrong with you?
If I want to watch it, just let me watch it. Just don't shove it down my throat. Same thing with Doctor Who. I want to watch Doctor Who, but all these hipsters keep slapping him in the face like, you need to watch the first Doctor. I'm like,
God damn, it's like,
shut up. Let me watch the damn thing so I get my own opinions.
The thing is, if people will watch the show if they really, really, really want to watch the show. You can't just force people and convince people to watch the show, because that's kind of annoying.
Yeah.
In my opinion.
Those two fandoms made me think directly of Tumblr.
Don't even get started with Tumblr, man.
That's another conversation within itself.
Let's just say, don't post a Sentai post and put Power Rangers as the tag. Hashtag Power Rangers.
Yeah, you'll get crucified.
Yeah.
Because that happens.
Brutal. Because I had to defend my honor of Leodros being the ultimate ranger. I had to take a picture of two ranger keys banging each other to prove my point that Leo and Andros are the best pairing yaoi fanfic on the planet. So if you disagree, you can go away. Because it's factual. It's true. Just shut up. Fangirl moment!
No, that image just burned into my mind.
Good. Let
Homo!
Homo, the only morph once. The only morph once and made Leodros. Their born child. I mean, if you guys don't know the whole Leodros stories, please refer back to the first podcast and a couple of my other videos. You will understand greatly who this wonderful masterpiece of the red space Leodros Ranger wearing yellow glasses. Just saying.
One thing I forgot to mention in the toy thing is, has anybody been keeping up to date with like the toy fairs, like as a preview of what we're getting?
Some of it.
That our Ultra Sword is not going to have the gumball wrapping on it.
Oh yeah, it's okay. So we just got the I saw that the sword is now just the header, and it's not with the Tom Servo, which is kind of disappointing because I want the Tom Servo staff. But hey, what can you do? Saves plastic.
Won't the toys have it? The miniatures figures have the
figures have the gumball, but the roleplay toy doesn't.
What?
Yeah.
I don't know why. It's probably to save on plastic. Doesn't matter.
Yeah.
So I can't be like Homeboy putting gumballs in the Tom Servo.
Nope.
Man.
Nope.
I gotta go to Hobbylink Japan and buy like 20 of them for like 90% off.
90% off. I don't even know if they still exist. They probably cleared out that stock a long time ago.
I bet they still have it up there for 90% off with the first print stick cards on them.
I know this is primarily Megaforce, but since I think the first two episodes of KyoRuger are out, what do you guys think of it if you've seen it so far?
I've only seen the first episode. It looks very, very fun.
Oh yeah,
very fun.
my opinion, toy sales, toy sales, toy sales, toy sales, toy sales, toy sales.
Then
And toy
again,
sales.
that's basically the entire franchise.
I was going to say,
No,
that's like
no.
every show.
Go Buster was a go bust in toy sales.
Yeah, it's like, hey, you know what? For the first time ever, let's not use gimmicks. Oh, whoops, that was a big
Let's
mistake.
see what happens. Oh no, what are we going to do?
It's like, oops, we forgot that it's not 2006 anymore, so let's go back to gimmicks.
Yeah.
So let's put batteries.
It's funny
23
that
Rangers, 23 Rangers.
the
Kyoru Cyan for one episode. Yay.
because why not?
Because he's not Shinken Brown. He only morphs once.
Is it actually like the same actor? I never bothered to like.
No, it's some different
No,
guy.
it's some different guy. Apparently, like, that guy has a very, very lengthy resume because he has appeared in tons of other Japanese shows. Because I just searched up his IMDb, I'm like, whoa, no way.
Yep.
So, that's
pretty
pretty cool.
Overall, I mean, just to go really quick on it, because we're in short, the series is very, like you said, upbeat, and it's very enjoying to watch. I'm really impressed with the toys and how they do a very close-up shot of each of the toys to lure you in. This is a tactic used in all toku genres to get you to buy toys.
Yeah.
Just very close shots, like very tight shots of each of the toys, like the gun.
It's like, hey, kids,
Yeah.
buy this. It's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like showing you how they work, how they combine, putting the different the judenshis in the different weapons,
Yeah.
and how the belt flips around. Toy sales all the way. This is meant
again,
to be.
To put things in perspective, let's talk about 1984 and Transformers. That show, it's like, oh my god, cars turning into robots, planes turning into robots, guns turning into robots. I gotta beg my mom to buy that. It's so cool. It's all based on consumerism.
Oh yeah.
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 Doesn't mean it can't be a good
You
show.
just gotta have an option to buy for kids to buy things. Just like the amount of judenshis you have to buy in order to be satisfied with your toy.
Yeah.
Or like how many ranger keys you need in order to be satisfied with how many sounds you can get with the keys the keys that you have.
Again, like from our last conversation,
Yeah.
Rob, it's just it can be a detriment sometimes.
Yeah.
But like if we get the our ideal toys, they're just not going to sell,
Yeah.
and I think that's just the politics of capitalism.
Yeah.
So
It's no way around it. It's
exactly.
I think the Gabu revolver is a great toy just by looking at it. It's pretty big toy. I've heard it's about show accurate size.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, most of the guns are show accurate size. The swords,
In a
however,
way.
exactly. The swords, however, they're rulers.
Yeah, they're butter knives compared to the actual,
Yeah.
But it's just, I'm impressed with it.
In the words of Buck, how can I kill possums with these?
Exactly. So, hopefully you guys enjoyed this. We'll probably make more if we've made this episode because a lot of people actually enjoyed this. So we're not going to make any commitments on when the next episode's going to be. So
It's just this fun thing that we do.
yeah,
We
it's just a fun
put
thing.
it
It's
out.
not like a big commitment. Like, we're going to have a 5th or 6th or 20th person in our podcast. No, that's not going to happen.
Yeah, it's
This is just a fun thing that we're all doing, and take a break from some of the other things that we're doing.
the most important part is that we get our ideas and points across, and
Yeah.
hope people understand where we're coming from.
Exactly. The biggest thing I wanted to do with this particular podcast was to bring JC in and get his opinion, because I think his words are very wise.
Again,
So,
just watch his videos, guys, because
yeah.
he's
And
awesome.
If you like it, why not subscribe? He might make some more videos for you guys to enjoy, just as much as we are making reviews and funny videos about Taylor Swift and other wonderful,
Yeah.
all those wonderful things. So if you guys like the stuff we do, make sure to check out these other guys, really awesome guys, SpeedRacerFlubber and JC, great friends of mine. Yeah.
Thanks again, guys, for having me here.
Yeah, not a problem. Man.
We're just happy to have you here, man. It's just freaking cool.
Like I said, it's just your opinions, and that really brought you in to this conversation. So hopefully some of the people that are tuning in will enjoy the stuff that you have said throughout this, and as well as your videos. So hopefully you get some more comments about some of your awesome videos.
Absolutely.
I'll try to put out more, definitely.
Yeah. Overall, like, just check us out because we're gonna have more content coming up. Oh yeah.
Oh, SpeedRacerFlubber having another review? Oh no, what are we going to do? And as for me, we'll see. We'll just see.
Yeah.
Because we're busy. Alright guys, thanks for tuning in. This is ZeronXepher and...
I think this is SpeedRacerFlubber and...
Pretty sure I'm JC. Pretty sure.
Yeah, pretty sure.
Are you sure? Are you sure?
I might be.
You gotta fact check that, man. Gotta fact check that.
I think I'm JC.
Alright, give me a sec. Yeah, this is JC.
Okay, confirmed. You're not JC, you're an imposter.
Fact checking assholes. Jerks. Anyways, thank you guys for tuning in. Hopefully we have another episode for you guys soon. Later guys.
See ya!
Bye bye.
Peace. Homo.